Hey, quants, we're just going to continue the series of very quick videos here because I want to get back to building stuff, and let's go ahead and get into it. So again, nothing really has changed too much today. We saw a pretty decent drop in the price yesterday, although in the context of where we are, still nothing that big. We didn't break, since we broke that last pivot low on the Gann swing indicator, we haven't really made any progress up or down. So we still have this small area of support here, which we're basically sitting at, and then the area lows that we hit back in November. So what I wanted to take a peek at is just mention a few things, since I tend to, as I mentioned multiple times in my videos, I tend to be long biased. So I just pointing out a few things that just make me say, And so the first one is, do you think you would be able to consider this MACD position as a, since it does, the oscillator does create a low or a convex low here? Would you be able to consider that as part of a bullish drive of divergence if you then had a turnaround in price here? And so now, having said that, it doesn't, I'm not looking at the numbers exactly, but just basically lining these up, I don't think it really plays out because this price is not lower than this price, although you could potentially look at it as a double bottom. I have some people talk about that in the context of bullish divergence, right? So if you see the price go lower or equal to, some people will say, then you would call that bullish divergence. So just pulling that out. Obviously, I'm not putting a lot of weight in that. I'm just, questioning if that would be something other people would consider. And then something, again, I don't change time frames on the streams a lot here, or on the videos a lot here, but I just wanted to take a peek and see if we could find anything that looks interesting on the higher time frames. No trend changes in anything on the higher time frames in the context of the master strategy. On the weekly time frame, we do have the slopes still positive on both the 200 and on both the 200 MAs, and we have the EMA above the SMA. So I mean, obviously that hasn't changed. If we go to the monthly, something that I just wanted to call out here is, if you only traded the monthly and that was a very high time frame that you're looking at, obviously there's a lot of optimization you can do because those monthly time frames take a long time to put into place. We're looking at the Gann swing low. The previous one would be at about 74,000. So that also falls in line pretty close to where these tops are. Of course, it's a few $1,000s off, but I mean, considering we were at 126,000 and we're already dropped down close to 80,000, I mean, looking at $70,000, okay, so it drops another $10,000 after it's already lost $40,000. Really not that big of a deal, but point is, it would be kind of interesting to see things kind of base out there. I've heard people commenting about price not going below the previous top in other cycles, and so it looked like that. This is 2017, so maybe on wicks it definitely broke that, but on closures it did not. So if we were looking at wicks here, or if we're looking at the closures here, we have this closure at 61,000 and then 58-ish thousand here, 58 and a half. So maybe call it 59. So somewhere between there, it's like, man, we are almost there. But that would also require this being closed. And then if that were the bottom, you're kind of selling pretty close to the bottom already. So anyways, nothing to say there. But the big thing I wanted to say is, hey, look, man, we're still bullish in terms of the Gann swing trend if you're all the way out on the monthly and using the two-bar swing. So there you go. Hey, bullish. Anyway, that'll be it for today. Just want to get back to doing some building. I'll probably do some gaming a little bit on Friday, which has kind of been the pace that I've been kind of putting things in at. So I have trying to clean some stuff off my plate so I can get into doing some videos where I actually build some stuff. But I have some things that I want to test out before I do that. I might do some videos where I just straight up throw some stuff at the wall and see if it sticks, playing with AI in that. I do have some tips that I would want to provide when I'm doing that. So I might create some videos where I just go through building some basic stuff using AI, or obviously I expect there'll probably be some manual coding there to fix it. and throwing in some tips there. So if you guys think that would be something you're interested in, just throw down a comment and I will keep an eye out for those. Alrighty, peace, quants.